2000 group stages had not been kind on Scottish champions Rangers as they were paired with German champions Bayern Munich, Valencia and PSV Eindhoven. Despite the tough draw, Rangers were in contention to top the group as PSV visited Glasgow on match day 4. Rangers boss Dick Advocaat, facing the club he departed just 16 months earlier, was relying on a capacity crowd at Ibrox to inspire his charges. Commentary comes from Derek Ray.
Neil McCann is named in the Rangers side tonight in preference to Andrei Kanchelski's. The big surprise, the inclusion of Derek McInnes, with Jörg Alberts not in the starting 11. Michael Moles and Rod Wallace will be the front men. PSV have netted 20 goals in their last 3 Eredivisie matches. Much will depend on emerging talent Ruud van Nistelrooy and captain Luc Nielis in attack. They've scored 25 between them this season. PSV, the leaders in the Netherlands, unbeaten in the top flight. These Champions League matches so important to the club as they are to Rangers. Yuri Nikiforov, and he had eyes for goal. Routine for Stefan Klos. And he wasn't closed down immediately. Michael Moles tried to do the backtracking for Rangers. Nikiforov comfortable with the ball at his feet. Here's Rob Wielert. Trying to feed it across. Van Nistelrooy after the mistake by Porrini. Well, they couldn't capitalise, PSV. Craig Moore was called upon. Dmitry Hochlov trying to provide that threat. It was Porrini who made the mistake to begin with. And Moore did just enough against Hochlov. Bayern Munich and Valencia, the other teams in this group. Barry Ferguson. Derek McInnes in that deeper role in midfield. Giovanni van Bronckhorst, and he has a go, the Dutchman. Never really troubling Ivica Kralje in goal for PSV. Ferguson. Van Bronckhorst. Tony Vidmar, the Australian. Derek McInnes. And Barry Ferguson, that's a fine ball. Porrini feeding it back to McCann. Opportunity for Neil McCann, and Dick Advocaat knows it. Kralje to the rescue for PSV. Fluency from Rangers. Ferguson making the connection with Porrini. The touch to McCann. Improvised goalkeeping. Lorenzo Amoruso makes his way forward for the set piece. Van Bronckhorst to deliver with the left foot. There's the opening goal from Amoruso. That's what Dick Advocaat wanted to see. Rangers take the lead on this massive night in the group stage. Timely header by Lorenzo Amoruso. Nikiforov couldn't get close to him. And it's Rangers 1, PSV 0. Well, he can be a real threat at corners, Amoruso. PSV have got to pick themselves up. They know a thing or two about scoring goals. Van Nistelrooy. And the challenge from Van Bronckhorst. The battle of the two number 8s. Amoruso must have savoured his moment. Never any doubt. Rangers off and running. Pass by Wielert for PSV. Nodded down by Amoruso. Well, the shot was a decent one from Johan Vogel. Kroos had to think about it. Not the right foot of the Swiss midfield man. As PSV looked to respond. McInnes doing that shepherding job in midfield. Wallace. Vidmar. Oh, that's bold play by Tony Vidmar. Got himself down though. Not the delivery. And here's Ferguson. Remaining on his feet. McInnes keeps it on the ground. Moles teasing and tormenting Michael Moles. Wallace ready to pull the trigger, and it goes spinning behind for the corner to Rangers. And McInnes at the hub of that move, and Moles really befuddling Ernest Faber. Amoruso to stride forward again. Gio van Bronckhorst looking for Amoruso. And behind for another corner by Kralje. Amoruso making his way towards the keeper. Vidmar attracting a bit of attention in there too. Here is Van Bronckhorst with the outswinger. Ferguson hitting it. And with authority too. Van Bronckhorst. He might get the break of the ball, and he does. Battling it out with Stingar. Moles. Wallace couldn't find it. Porrini sliding in. Somehow it stayed out. The Rangers revving things up and asking serious questions of PSV. And Sergio Porrini in the advanced position. And Vogel didn't look all that confident to begin with. And then it was a touch of pinball inside the box. Really been allowed to settle into a rhythm, PSV. Thanks to Rangers' swarming tactics. Ferguson. Oh, it's an excellent pass. Wallace! Oh, how costly will that be? Rod Wallace had the freedom of Ibrox Stadium. Paddy Ferguson, well, that's very much in his repertoire. A pass like that should have been two. Neil McCann was the player making the burst at the far post. Nikiforov. Michael Moles trying to take it away from Yuri Nikiforov. It's Craig Moore who swept up at the back. And here's Barry Ferguson for Rangers now. Here's Moles, and he did well to get out of the way. McCann in acres of space. Michael Moles waiting in the middle! 2-0. Teamwork from Rangers. And Michael Moles hitting PSV where it hurts. Did well to avoid going to ground Moles in the first place. The build-up here, stayed on his feet. McCann knew that Wallace was already in there, but it was Moles dispatching it. And Rangers well on their way to an important group stage victory here. Jan Heinze for PSV. Amoruso on 19 minutes, Moles on 39. It's going to be very difficult for PSV now. Well, that's a free kick. And Nistelrooy is the player on the ground. Only in his second season with PSV, their former Heerenveen striker. Now, can they test Stefan Klose with this free kick? There's the answer. Luke Neelis, who hasn't got going. Thanks in no small measure to Derek McInnes out there. But wide of the mark. Off the boot of Neelis. Porini. Van Nistelrooy, and away he goes. Craig Moore in pursuit. Tackle comes in. Penalty given by Pierluigi Collina, the referee. Well, Craig Moore's not having it. Well, was this a soft award? Well, have got the ball, Moore there. Spot kick though. The Italian official left in no doubt. And it will be Ruud van Nistelrooy to try to get PSV on the score sheet. Van Nistelrooy, 2-1. A goal from the man who netted 38 times in all competitions last season. Never any doubt. Well, that's perhaps made the Rangers supporters think again. Everything was going to plan for Rangers. Amoruso lofting it. Well, it ends on a sour note for the home side. The fans didn't approve of that penalty award. Amoruso had put Rangers in front, and Moles had made it 2-0. But the Van Nistelrooy penalty perhaps changing things. And the half-time score in Govan reads Rangers 2, PSV Eindhoven 1. Rangers attacking the goal to our right in the second half, playing towards the Copeland Road end of the ground, as they like to do. Lorenzo Amoruso and Michael Moles giving Rangers a 2-0 lead. Then a debatable penalty award. Ruud van Nistelrooy scoring from the spot. PSV back in business. Hoflof conceding the corner. Van Bronckhorst will take it. Porini's on there, so is Amoruso. There's Lorenzo Amoruso. Well, he's such an important player at set pieces, the Italian. Another fine corner from Van Bronckhorst. We know PSV can score goals by the bucket load. And this is far from over. Ferguson. Porini was never going to get there, didn't have the legs. Sergio Porini has been able to get deep into PSV territory in the course of this game. And what a wonderful piece of ball winning that was by Tony Vidmar. With the legs taken away from him. And Stinga, the offender, Ovidiu Stinga. Well, the tackle had sting. It's a free kick for Amoruso to drive towards goal. Wallace, after Kralje had beaten it down. Real ferocity off the boot of Lorenzo Amoruso. Totally single-minded, Amoruso, and Kralia had work to do. Flicked on by Wallace, sent it away by Nikiforov. Vidmar on the volley, McCann, oh, and Kralia. Well, he certainly made contact with Neil McCann, but to his credit, Neil McCann just got on with it. Now Moles and Wallace, and not to be, I'll take advocate, I think thought there was a bit of foul play by Kralia. Smart Van Bommel tidying up. That's the incident that attracted the ire of the Rangers manager. Could easily have been a penalty. Porini with the throw. And Moles, that will be a free kick to Rangers. PSV on the back foot. It's a crucial phase of the game, this. Amoruso is tapping it for Van Bronckhorst. Oh, and Wallace following up. Kralia couldn't hang on. It's over the line this time by Neil McCann. 3-1 Rangers. What a night at Ibrox. A two-goal cushion. Can PSV come back from this? It's really hit with power by Van Bronckhorst, bundled over the line by McCann. Now, was he onside? That's the question the PSV players are asking. But the goal stands. Kralia's inability to hang on to the Van Bronckhorst shot, costing him dear. Rangers 3, PSV Eindhoven 1. Neil McCann's goal. Can they find a way through here? Look, Neelis. And again, it was Derek McInnes sweeping it up. Derek McInnes, whose future with Rangers is in some question, but referred tonight to Jörg Alberts. And away goes Michael Moles. Took Nikiforov to the cleaners. McCann. No penalty, says referee Colina. Mark Van Bommel was in there as the extra defender. There was a bit of contact. And Wallace just unable to profit. Barry Ferguson. Well, that's a lovely ball. Vidmar! Wrong side of the post, off the boot of Tony Vidmar. Don't always think of Vidmar as an attacking left-back, but the timing here was absolutely spot on. Now, Alberts will come on at this juncture for Rangers. PSV trying to get themselves back in the game, but it's wasted by Neelis, who hasn't had the happiest of nights. The Belgian trying to find the right angle for the shot. Porini. Fogel's pass. He's been pretty well shackled in midfield. Van Nistelrooy. Amoruso says that was a dive. And Moore and Klose didn't really middle his clearance. Porini. Oh, and Moles. Nobody picked him up. Michael Moles. He had to score. At 4-1 in front. Rangers are not going to be denied tonight. There wasn't a great deal of defending going on here, it must be said. But Moles kept a cool head. biding his time and netting his second, and Rangers fourth. And it's going to go down as one of the great European nights at Ibrox Stadium. And Van Nistelrooy received a big build-up in the local media ahead of this game. There are one or two newspapers linking Ruud van Nistelrooy with Rangers. Off the head of Amoruso. Oh, and Jonas Kolka with that drive that was troublesome as far as Porrini was concerned. Felt the full force of that, Sergio Porrini. This might take a while. Jonas Kolka, smack in the face for Porrini. Rangers have done the hard part tonight. Had a lot to cheer about, PSV. 20 goals in the last 3 domestic matches, but soundly beaten at Ibrox by the Scottish champions. Rangers vibrant from the word go. Lorenzo Amoruso with the opening goal, a double for Michael Moles, and Neil McCann getting his name on the score sheet as well. These Rangers supporters won't forget this evening in a hurry, and especially sweet for Moles against the Dutch standard bearers in the Champions League. The final score is Rangers 4, PSV 1.